Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Welcome back. All right, Cedric, we are almost done with our shift. We're going to be heading outside. Yeah. What are we going to be faced with? Because right now it's a little bit toasty in here.
It's a little toasty in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the...
And I don't even have all the layers like you.
Thank you for noticing that.
It's very nice.
I
it's
always
very
say layer up, but well, we do what we can early in the morning. Hey, let's talk about that for you guys because we got a mixture of things going on out there. Now, let me show you this view. This is in St. George. Now, you see all that blue sky, but what you may not notice right off the bat is you see that towering area of cumulus cloud cover that's showing up off to the distance over the mountains. Yeah, that's a sign that that moisture is starting to get lifted up, and we could start to see some pop-up storms developing. This is one of the locations we'll be watching here with those clouds that are really beginning to bubble up at this time out there across parts of the area. All right, let's show you another view. This is in Oak City, more of a stratoclouds showing up here across the sky now, but definitely not as much sunshine right now for us in the Oak City area this afternoon, but at least it's still on the dry side, at least for now. But we'll see if that could change for you as well a little later on as we go throughout the morning time hours. Looking at the temperature, 75 degrees in Logan, 75 in Evanston, 76 degrees in Price, 79 degrees as you get over towards Emory. We've got the low 80s now showing up towards Hanksville, but we're still in the mid 80s there in St. George. Looking ahead at your weather headlines here, we're looking at that monsoon moisture that will continue to make its way to the north across the state as we go throughout the rest of today. Bring in that chance of shower and storm activity further north across the region. Looking at the chance that isolated flash flooding, we'll be on guard for that again across southern portions of the state, primarily for places that typically see the flash flooding when you get those downpours in the afternoon. We're talking the dry washes, the Sot Canyons, areas like that. Otherwise, temperatures dropping below average in many locations by the time we head into the upcoming weekend. All right, weather map showing us here the clouds in place. We've had some high base shower activity over the central and southern mountains, but not a lot of that has been hitting the ground. But if you look closely, we're starting to see a little bit more in the way of more significant activity popping up now off towards southwestern portions of the state again. So where we're actually seeing more of that sunshine right now. Remember, I talked about those cumulus clouds showing up. Notice here just to the west of Enterprise and off towards the north there, just to the west of Milford and Cedar City now, starting to see a few more of these pop-ups developing, and I think we'll see more of that expanding here over the next hour or two now that we're kind of reaching that magic 80-degree number where we start to see what we call the convection temperature. So we start to see convection developing once you hit that temperature. The monsoon pattern will stick around with that moisture coming in out of the south, wrapping around an area of low pressure and high pressure, and that's going to mean rain chances for us in the coming days. So we do have that risk of some isolated flash flooding located along the I-70 corridor and points south as we go throughout today. It's a marginal risk, but it is still a risk nonetheless. That'll boost itself up further north, I think, as we go into the next couple of days as that chance of moisture shifts out towards the north as well. Futurecast showing us some of these pop-ups beginning to develop here around the lunchtime hour, but as we get into the afternoon hours, you see how more widespread they become, and that does include places like over towards Moab and Green River, down towards Blanding and Monticello. We'll get in on that activity along with places over towards the western half of the state, and then we'll see potentially some heavier rainfall making its way back into St. George and places like Ivins as we get into this evening. And then as we go into your forecast for your Friday, look for more pop-up showers and storms to develop with that daytime heating. And this pattern with a disturbance moving across the state on Saturday will continue with a little better chance of scattered showers and storms area-wide as we go into your Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening as well. So for today, again, along the Wasatch Front, we'll get near 90 today with maybe an isolated shower, especially south of the I-80 corridor. Better chances for those scattered showers and storms once you get down across central and southern portions of the state with temperatures climbing into the lower 90s. St. George, you'll go from the low 90s to the upper 80s heading into the weekend with those isolated to scattered showers and storms in the forecast. Meanwhile, the Wasatch Front near 90 for us today, 80s, low to mid 80s. As we head into the weekend with that chance of rain on the increase. Alyssa?